One thing I realized when I came back to my old hometown was something that shocked me, but didn't really shock me or surprise me. Does that make sense? It was kind of like a wow, but like a almost like a disgusted wow, or not disgusted. You guys know what I mean? It's like I come back to my hometown, right? And no one has changed. No one has changed. Everyone is still the same. Everyone looks the same, if not worse. Especially going to the old home gym. I'm like, wow, no one got stronger. I mean, yeah, there was maybe like some new faces and stuff, but the same people that I used to see all the time, they didn't get stronger. They looked worse. I don't know. It's like, really? Like it's been a whole year and nothing has progressed. And so the point I'm trying to make is that you need to change. You need to change for the better, right? And that's something that is tough in the beginning. It is very tough, especially when you're not on the right path. You're on a terrible path. It is tough. And I guess the most important part that you have to do is self reflection. If you can't identify what is wrong with you, what is your problem, why are you not progressing, then I don't know what to tell you. Because every single person does. They do know why they are stuck. They do know why they can't change. They do know why they can't progress in the gym. They can't progress in life. And it's honestly quite simple on how to do it, um, which no one tells you. And that is believing in God. If you just believe in God, like you will change. Because what does that do? It allows you to reflect on your sins. It allows you to reflect on your innermost being of your life. It allows you to reflect on the things that are holding you back. The addictions, the pleasures, the strongholds that hold you from true salvation, true revelation with God. And people are scared to admit it. People are scared to run towards it. People are scared to even face it. Because when they are faced with it, when they are, when the truth actually does reveal itself in their life, they run from it. They hide from it. They cower from it. And that's the type of thing that makes you stay where you are. If and not go back, you know? And it's just so crazy to think about. And it's something that I am very thankful for. Because, like, looking back on it, it's like, yeah, like I have changed a lot. I've changed, like, looks wise, strength wise, life wise, just everything. And when I see the people back at my old hometown or whatever, especially because, my sister is still in high school, so my mom's friends, um, like their daughters or brother or sons are still in like high school or like eighth grade or something like that. Right? They're still at the same school that I graduated from in high school, and they almost like couldn't even recognize me in a sense. And I mean, I took it as a good thing, obviously, because I don't want to be the same person that I was, like 2 years ago. So, but just if you're listening to this, if you're a dude, right, guy or girl, right, and you live in these small towns or these relatively small towns that are basically like high school towns, like let's admit it, right? You're around a bunch of high schoolers, right? You have to break through and honestly change your environment. That was something that really stuck with me. That is something that honestly I kind of laughed at whenever I would hear people, you need to change your environment in order to change. And now I'm living proof. Like, just moving from, I'm still in the same state, but it's the environment, the people around me that made me want to change for the better. I mean, I go to Arizona State, so it's not like I was changing to be a degenerate or anything. And my time passed with that. But because I was down that bad path, God found me when I was at my lowest and rescued me and then he saved me from that, and then he allowed me to transform into someone new, which is honestly a blessing. And it's just so tough, right? When you do transform into a new person through Christ, and you find something that you're passionate about and you keep sticking towards it, it's tough to still have faith, still trust in Him, still believe. And a part of us, with our flesh and our mind, wants to deny that every single day. And that's when you just have to ask for peace, ask for a peace of mind, just remove everything, right, from my mind, because our subconscious tells us a lot that we don't want to hear. So our subconscious tells us things that isn't even true to our soul, right? It's not a belief that we truly believe, right? We have so much limiting beliefs because we subconsciously tell ourselves that based off of what other people think and do and say about us, rather than taking what you actually believe and truly believe it. And that's something that's just so limiting, right? So, and like another thing too is like everyone is just like a goyim. Like everyone, oh my gosh. Like I mean, it's like I know like if I was like everyone is just a goyim. Like every single person that I'm like telling, everyone just thinks like they can't, at least like in the place where I'm from. Apparently no one thinks that you can make money online. Like you need an employer. You need a boss. You need a slave master in order to get money, in order to have a living. And that's just something that I saw and like felt as I was like near the end of me coming back home, was that no one believes in themselves. No one believes that they could go out and like pursue what they want to pursue, that they need to serve two masters, you know. And that's just not something that I'm willing to do. Like I just think that's gay. Like having to call another man boss and having to ask for permission to go to the bathroom or to eat lunch. And you're thinking like this is the person that is basically supplying my family. Like it's kind of just crazy. Like they just don't think that you can make money online, and it's insane. Like everyone, like you, for example, right? I tell someone, like I don't like to get into too much details, but I just say like, hey, I trade, and they're like, oh, so you want to be on Wall Street, buddy? You want to be on Wall Street? Dude, if I can make money on my own, why would I need an employer? Like, you ever thought about that? It just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, hopefully you guys could relate. Like, if you're trying to do like an online business, anything, or trade, or do any type of thing that will allow you financial freedom online, like it's the easiest thing now more than ever. Everything is online. All you need is just AI to come up with something or to brainstorm ideas and find what you're passionate about, and then you're fine. And I was just like just having dumb goyim talk. You guys ever had that with like like if you guys are employed, right? Like you have your goyim chats, like where you just giving them the goyim fluoride stare and you're just, yep, sports ball was amazing last night. Yep, it really was. Like this pointless conversation about just pointless stuff. And it's like it's not even spiritually, empowering as well. It's like so demoralizing when you're just talking about things of the world all the time. You never have time to include the things above. Like that's something that I love talking about, right? I love talking about God and trading, like because those are just two things that I'm just so passionate about, you know. And it's like no one thinks like myself. No one prioritizes talking about God first because it's like nothing matters in this world, truly and honestly. Like nothing matters, right? He says focus on the things above rather than the things of this world. And that's a beautiful quote to live by. And that like makes us fight our flesh even more because we always want more. We literally always want more. And it's like why, you know? But it's because we don't focus on the things above, right? I had like a whole thing like in my trading journey where I was just thinking about money, thinking about the things of this world, and I wasn't focused about the progress that I've made spiritually though. And I know that sounds dumb. I know it sounds cringe. It's like, bro, like it's not even real, bro. It's like, dude, it is real. Like it is, dude. Like when you find him and you go through hell for him, it is actually like so empowering. And it's crazy to even think about it. Like I can't even describe it in words. I can't. You just have to do it, you know? You have to do it and then you can come back to me and say, "Bro, like dude, you were right, man. You were right, man." Yeah. It's like, dude, like you have to go through that, bro. You just have to. And that's something that I had to realize and be like, take a step back from the progress that I've made in this world and take a step back and fully be appreciative of the process and journey that I am with God. And that's the number one thing is thankfulness. Being thankful for everything, you know, being thankful for literally everything. Because when you're thankful for literally everything, whether it's good or bad, the demons hate it. They literally hate it. And you could feel it too. You could literally feel the hatred like leave your body, leave your soul. It is actually insane. It is insane. But anyways, if you are watching this and you're a dude, right? Get your shit together, bro. It's gonna be tough, okay? It's gonna take a year, right? It's gonna take a year, but I guarantee you, if you have God, that year will feel so quick, dude. Because I'm about to reach, I think, I think it's 4 more months. This upcoming September, 4 more months or so is gonna be like my 1 year of trading, or at least starting trading. Because I started it like late September. Excuse me. And so yeah, it's about to be like a year. And it's felt so quick. Because it's like I'm focused on him and like obviously during the journey it was like I wasn't focused on him sometimes and I was focused more on trading and then you get humbled and then you suffer and it's like it's a whole roller coaster, right? It's a whole wave. It's like a chart, you know, oos 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 oos, you know, and then you 300x after that, right? So just take that into consideration. The process is a while, yes, but if you start now, right? My number one philosophy, which I heard, was like, why wait to work on the things that you love or the things that you're passionate about or the high income skill that you want to seek? Why wait until you're 30 when you have the most energy in your 20s to go out and capture it? Right? Because our the youth is very powerful. Our young age is very powerful, and they talk about that in the gospel. They talk about it in the Bible. Paul talks about it a lot. To be fiery, to have a fiery passion about Christ in your youth, because that is the stepping stones of life. And any adult, your parents could tell you that same exact thing. If they're successful, I guarantee you, they worked hard in their 20s, or maybe they did some degenerate things in their 20s, and then boom, boom, boom. I mean, it was kind of easier, right? If you did a bunch of degenerate things all the way up until you're 25, and you get saved, because the economy was way better, right? You could buy a stock, buy any blue chip stock, and it would already be 1,000x. But my point is like any old person can tell you that, right? To start now when you have your most energy to fail because you have the most potential to win back the money that you lost if you fail over and over and over and over again. But when you're with God, He will not allow you to fail in like a depressing way. He will not allow you to stay failing. So that's one thing that I want you guys to realize and take into consideration. And hopefully, you guys watch through the end of this video. And I love you guys all. Amen.